they're not following the proper guidance. They're following culture and popular culture. And popular culture is designed to make a food item out of you and yours and everything you produce to feed the life of somebody else. You know, like that leech, that you don't even see him when he get on you, but you know when he finished eating because he's big and fat and bloated with your blood. You know, and that's what happens. That's what happens to people that, to the majority of us that are not seeing that we have to have a share. We have to have a share, and it's the fact that we don't own anything. We don't have a share. We don't own. The earth is for everybody. So, and the earth is spacious. It's big, and it's full of resources. We should just study and look at the things that people use to make income from. Look at third world countries. Look at people. Look at the beautiful. You know, you could put an African American in a gold mine with diamonds and gold just dripping and pouring off the ceiling on them. You know, truckloads of it, and then give them a big old truck barrel to carry it out. And first thing he's gonna say, I don't know how to drive no damn train. He said, I can't carry this. You know, what I'm gonna do with all this money? I don't understand. You know, but that's a serious problem. That's a serious problem we have. When other people, no resources, we look at them and feel our hearts. Now, if a black person is looking at you and pity you and feel like, you know, and feel sorry for you, you must be sorry. But that same person that they'll be looking at will take their hands, pour some water on that barren land. It could be barren land, not even a plant growing there. The man might tell them, well, this land I told you, you can't grow nothing on it. Food won't grow, and it won't hold water. It's too sandy or too whatever. They'll take that same sand, rub some sticks, get a rock, and light a fire, and they done made something beautiful out of clay, made some pottery, and then they paint it and glaze it, and they sell it in Walmart somewhere. Yeah, look at the bottom of some of the stuff in Walmart. See where they come from. They come from all over the world. Yeah. And these be poor people that look like they don't have nothing. They don't have like they say, a pot to throw the water out in, or whatever they do. They don't have nothing. People don't have nothing. But they got a tree out in their yard that produces a leaf. I made some of the best rice that I've had in a long time. I made some basmati rice. And I discovered something called a pandan leaf. This is a leaf off a palm tree. You wouldn't think it had no value, but it has great flavor to rice. And now I use it almost every time I make rice. I put some of that pandan leaf in there. But it's real popular in Asia and the Middle East. Yeah, there's so many things. But if we would study those things, I would be willing to risk even making myself ill. Tasting plants and stuff. If you got plants growing, taste it. If it grow naturally on that land, next time you see the seed fall, put a little water on it, you know, dig it, push it down into the earth or something. But we believe as a people, collectively, that there's nothing for us. There's nowhere for us to go. That we're trapped economically, and the best thing to do is to go after the riches that they see promoted for us on television and in media. So, yeah, the answer is for us as a community to try to control our resources and our information that comes in. And you know, I hear a lot of people saying, well, a lot of the immigrant Muslims are government backed, you know, like they got some rich nation or country. Nah, they have a sense of community, and those people, a lot of them, they have jobs like you and I do. But what they remember is that when they get paid at the end of the week, they put a portion of their money aside for zakat. That's the difference. That's the difference. They put the zakat, and then that empowers them to say, hey, this is what we want to do with our money. And then they go and do it. Or they go and have a fundraiser, and they go and do it. They can do it overnight, the same way we used to do. And many communities do that. We have a lot of communities that are successful in the sense where they can keep their doors open and improve on their properties, but you don't hear much about them. So we have a lot that we can do. Yes, sir.
Forgive me for bringing this up, but the topic today was on inheritance and he also mentioned intellectual property.
Right.
And there are people out here who claim to follow Imam Deen Mohammed who've been lying against you and trying to.
That's not my topic. That's his topic.
I know, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Can you please update us on exactly what is happening, how we can give you greater support?
Those that support me, continue to support me. And keep yourself private. Don't let nobody know who you are. And I won't have no work. I'll sleep good at night. Just keep it high as I always been. Just keep it high as I always been. Yeah. I don't worry about none of that stuff. I'm a different kind of guy here. Religious people are like that. People that come from faith backgrounds, we feel a pride in not attaching ourselves to material things. Allah owns the earth and everything in it. It's only a trust to us. What I have is only a trust to me. And I obey and respect the land, the law of the land. If the law of the land says that I'm doing something wrong, I'm gonna stop immediately. And not because I think I'm gonna be fined or put in jail or anything, because I respect the laws and I obey the law of the land. But I don't fear nothing. I don't fear loss of anything. We too fat in America. We got too much. So what we doing fighting over? I don't understand that. We got too much. And the more I study, the more I learn. I've been eating miso soup. It's water and it's delicious. It's water, it's some bean, like a bean paste. You put like a teaspoon or a tablespoon, you make a whole pot, and about 3 or 4 people can get something. And then I cut up some scallion onions in it and a little ginger. I pre-cut my ginger. Ginger freezes well. I see people all the time, they let their ginger dry out on the counter. It freezes, it tastes exactly the same frozen. So I clean mine and cut it up in little soup-sized portions. I throw my ginger, my onion, and I cut up some carrot if I have it. And then I use a broth. You can use chicken broth, but I like bonito. It's like a fish broth. I use that. And I thought about it to myself, because I was just studying how people, like, if I want to, I bet this year, if I start eating the stuff that poor people eat, which tastes way better than McDonald's, Kentucky Fried Chicken, and all that pizza and all that other stuff, the home cooked food, I know I could save myself at least $2,000-3,000 a year in my household. Yeah, soups, and be healthier. And you feel good eating that stuff. So we don't have a money problem. We have an organizational problem. Yes, sir. I got you next.
I've already sent Brother Hodson.
See, I woke him up. This is a health man. Y'all don't know this about Imam Deen. He's a health man.
One of the aspects, I enjoyed his talk so much.
I did too. I wish we had more like him. That's why I made a note. I made a point that it's a shame that it's not more of us here. My father inherited a young, like a teenage community. He was like the big brother. He was old enough to be a lot of people's fathers, but a young father, like a 30-year-old man with I guess a 15-year-old son, a daughter, 35 or whatever. But he was 40, like a 40-year-old man with like young adults, 20-year-olds or something. And I inherited a senior community whom I don't feel I even have the right. It took me a long time to get the nerve to sit up and talk to you all like I know something, when I know everything I know I got from you. And I bear witness that. I can point out each person in here. Y'all don't know this, but I remember when you tell me something that's good. My father put that in me, where if somebody tells you something good, that's valuable knowledge. And like you talk about college, people pay hundreds of thousands of dollars for knowledge I can get from people that already went to college. And what they give me, because they don't have a curriculum, they giving up the essence all the time, don't they? They give up the essence, and then they don't know. I'm sitting there like, I'm like, yep. And I know they giving it up, and that's why Allah has blessed me to meet a lot of good people and to benefit from that. And I just want to give a little bit back. Yeah.
What I wanted to say was because he brought something to mind. All of us have heard of miseducation, and we. I don't think we look into it to see what the miseducation really entails. We may be getting the same book knowledge that the Caucasian is getting, but we're getting it from his perspective as opposed to from our perspective. So that, in other words, so while when we come out with a master's degree, we have a master's degree to serve his purpose as opposed to the master's degree to serve our own. And the other thing I wanted to say, I sent him a text, but he didn't move, so evidently his phone didn't bother. Because I didn't want it to be lost. It was such a good presentation.
Oh no, it's excellent. No.
But
He gonna come back even stronger next time. That's how hot it roll. Man, he's out of sight. During the Ramadan session, man, did you ever get to finish that?
No, sir.
Man, he laid some powerful stuff out. We thank Allah for you. Yeah.
The idea of debt, when we inherit debt, and see, so we have the miseducation of debt.
That's right.
Because our debt has always been indebted to the Caucasian. But actually our first debt is to Allah.
That's right.
This Deen is called debt. And if we can get that in the proper perspective, then we'll be on the right road.
Oh yeah.
So don't leave with debt as something that's negative. Our religion is called Deen.
That's
debt.
right.
And that we inherited, we're Warithun, and his name is Warith Deen.
Yeah, that's right.
Inheritor of debt, but the proper debt.
That's right. That's right.
That obligation to Allah.
Yeah.
I didn't want it because it was such a good presentation.
I thank Allah for
No,
it.
and I never, but that was fun. That was
We right where I want to be. That's exactly where I want to be. Now that we talking, we mixing this up a little bit. Let's get a strategy together. You know, other folks strategize. They ain't scared the white man. His ear ain't to the door. They can punch up a computer and know where we at. All they gotta do is doop doop. Okay, this one, he clean. He ain't got no criminal record. This one, okay, he got a little debt. They know where we at. They don't need to. They ain't listening in. We need to strategize. And I think a good strategy is to be in tune to the sensitivities of the working Caucasians that live in our neighborhoods and go with our schools and play. Let them know, we ain't putting you down. We ain't trying to, make you feel bad. We don't want to punish you for something that your ancestors did that, you might think you're a good person. And from what I see, you are a good person. But let them know that we believe if we had a chance to do some of the things that we do in society and support of society. That's why my father was real wise when he spoke to Forbes. I think it was Forbes, not the money people. Who the money people? Forbes. When he talked to them, and he was like, "Yeah, you got me thinking about Forbes." He told them, "We want to add to. We want to increase. We want to make America richer. We want to add to the prosperity. We just want to be able to do it without interference. Every time we drop something, we don't want you to pick it up and spread it all over the earth, Because that's literally what happens. If we got something that's going to make $1, they're going to make it so where people going to not want to see it no more. They're going to be sick of seeing it. They're going to be like, God, excuse me. They're going to be like, it's shea butter everywhere. I don't want to see no more shea butter. And that's how they do it. We turn them on to fish. Now you can't drive down the block. You get fish. McDonald's sell fish. I mean, not McDonald's. The chicken place sell fish. Everybody got fish. But that was our thing. So we have to be wise and not give up. Don't feel defeated. But we have to be wise like the Jews do. Because I look, I get to see the world now. I got a smartphone. I'm like Imam. And I shop the world. I'm looking, I'm saying, how much that cost and who's selling that? Like, where's this price? Oh, it's kosher. I'm like, they done price themselves out of the market. No, they ain't price themselves out of the market. They price themselves into their own market. And that's what we need to do. Like, don't worry about what somebody's selling for, because somebody gonna give